Iranian nuclear and missile sites. The Israeli Defense Force says it attacked a centrifuge production site which can be used to enrich uranium, a key component in nuclear bombs. Iran has disputed the claim, saying the site is only used for missile production. Above Tel Aviv, Iranian missiles were intercepted by Israel after an evacuation order was issued from Iran. Missiles were also intercepted above the Golan Heights near the Syrian border. No casualties have been reported overnight. Well, our International Affairs editor Dominic Waghorn is here with me. Dominic, we have only today for the first time seen Iran's supreme leader speaking about what has happened. How significant is it?
Yeah, well, he's given this speech where he's sort of ranted and railed against Israel and America and also the world for not doing anything to stop this. So he starts off by saying threaten someone who's actually afraid of threats. So he's effectively saying there, we're not scared of you. And then he moves on to saying that this is all very unfair. He says there was no military move or escalation from Iran, and yet this evil action happened. And he talks about the fact that Iran was fully engaged in a diplomatic process with America, and despite that, the Zionist enemy, as he puts it, made a huge mistake and a big crime. And he's saying that thinkers, writers, and anyone else who speaks to global audiences, please explain these truths clearly. So that's a plea for international intervention and support for Iran, which is not going to be coming. And then he lays into both the Zionist enemy, as he calls Israel, but also America. And he's saying he's without any doubt that the Americans were involved with this. And he talks about the American president saying Iran should surrender. America and those familiar with this region, he says, know very well their involvement here will 100% backfire. The damage they suffer will be far worse than anything Iran may face. If they enter militarily, they will face harm that they cannot recover from. So, to put this into context, the Iranians have always said that if Israel attacks their nuclear weapons program, they will respond in a way which will be devastating and would not just involve ballistic missile attacks on Israel, but also other targets in the region, American assets and allies and interests in the Persian Gulf and Iraq. And it's not actually acted against any of those targets, only against Israel. So you have to sort of, I think, treat this with a pinch of salt. The Iranians are reportedly running out of missiles, or their stocks of missiles are now getting depleted in the sense that each night we're seeing fewer of these missiles being fired at Israel. And in sort of, I guess, in substituting for military force, we're hearing rhetoric and bluster and defiance from Iran's supreme leader. He's a man who is both geopolitically and personally now must be feeling very